Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Today we are here with another essay from Francis Bacon. It is Of Death. Now, this essay is again very interesting essay. In this essay, we'll deal with certain new things that you might not have heard, you might not have caught the idea, or you might not be able to grasp when you read the text, because these are the dimensions which are very much hidden. Although one dimension is very clear towards the end of the essay, but the basic premises around which he built his essay is very different from what we get from the text. Now, he talks about philosophers, he talks about different people who are known in the history and in the society, and then he quotes and he comes to his perspective, that is of death. He starts it with very interesting metaphor and simile, that is like he compares two situations. The way a child fears darkness, like he thinks that if he goes or she goes to darkness, something might happen to him or her. Similar is the case with a man or with an adult, that the adult fears death. Now, a question arises, why someone fears death? Someone fears death because he or she thinks that he or she has done something wrong in the life, something that is not virtuous in the life, something that is pricking his or her conscience. That is why he or she is afraid of death. He or she thinks that if death arrives upon him or her, they might be doomed, or he or she might be doomed, and the afterlife might not be very much well. So that is why death is a natural phenomena that everybody is afraid of. But then he comes to the main point. The person who is accompanied by various people when he or she dies or is at the deathbed, then such a person has a smooth journey of death. He or she is not afraid of death. Now, why he says this, that if you are accompanied by various people or people are sitting at your deathbed, so you would not be afraid of death? The basic principle or the basic philosophy is hidden here. He says, he is of the opinion that if people are surrounding you when you are about to die, so it means you have made different friends who are grateful to you, you have been in good associations or relations with people, that is why they care for you. So it means you are satisfied from your inner self, and your conscience is very much satisfied that you have not done something wrong. That is why they have accompanied you, and now your journey for the death or your journey to that unknown region is going to be smooth. This means that if you have led a virtuous life, a life where humanity has been served, a life where you have prioritized people, you have given advantage to people, you have thought about them, you have cared about them, so you would not be afraid of death. Then he says that those who are afraid of death, they feel that there was something wrong in their life. That is why people are not coming to him at his deathbed. And this could imply in this way as well, that those who have done good in their lives, there would be people who would be praying for them, who would be getting benefited from him, from his or her work. That is why they would pray for him or her. So the death journey or the life after death would be very much smooth and would be very much prosperous and happiness, full of happiness. While comparing the others who have not led a virtuous life, a pious life, who have not benefited people, who have not cared about people, their life in the world is not good, and their life after death is not good as well. So, this is what we need to understand, that if you spend a life in such a way that you care for people, you just give, like you serve humanity, then your this life and your afterlife both are going to be very much good. And then towards the end, he is explaining that a death that is coming to you because you are serving your country, like as a soldier or any other field, such death is an honor death. Now, again, if we just analyze this idea that those who die for the country, uh, they should be awarded and they should be like honored and they should be praised. What does it mean? It means again that to serve the country means what? To serve people, to serve humanity, to do something for the good. And then you would be praised, you would be honored. Why do we people remember greats in the history? Because they have done something good. They have, like, if like those who have served humanity, we regard them highly. Those who have devastated or destroyed humanity, we regard them in a different way. So this is the basic idea of this essay. If you want to have if you want not to be afraid of death, serve humanity. And if you serve humanity, your inner self would be satisfied, and then your life, your death, and your afterlife would be very much high in terms of respect, in terms of value. So if you like move in such a direction, then you can have a bright life, a bright death, and a bright afterlife that is all full of happiness. I hope I have made the idea very much clear what is basically the crux of this essay. Stay tuned for others essay to come. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.